Hi everyone, Sarah at Cornish Papercraft. It's Friday, so another one to bring to you. This one is, it's got a mix of retired in it and it's got some currant into it. So the retired is obviously the poppy paper that has now gone, so I am behind on the times in filming this one. But I'm pretty sure most people have got it in their stash. It was a gorgeous lot of designer series paper. And of course the poppy stamps and dies are still current, so you could always recreate your own DSP from it. So these are the ones I did do two different sizes. One I wasn't concentrating and the other one I just decided to change. So this was the one I seen on Pinterest. And this was the one I decided to do. So I made it slightly longer, but I used the other side of it. So today we're going to be making this one. So I've already gone ahead and cut everything, and what I didn't do was write down the sizes. So let me just pull everything out of the little wallet that I've put it in. See, this is trying to be organised. There we go. So your base card you're going to need, which is, I've used real red. You can use a different colour. It's entirely up to you which colours you'd like to use. So my real red is 4 inches in width. And then in length 9 1/4, and I've scored at 5 1/2. Okay, so that gives you that little bit extra there. Okay, so that's the longer part of the cardstock done. The insert where you stamp on, normal size, this one is, let me just go down to it, so it's 5 1/2 by 3 7/8, so that's your inside. Your DSP that you need is 3 5/8 by 3 6/8, which is going to go on there. A piece of garden green, which is 1 1/2 wide by 5, and then whichever way you look at it, I've scored it at the 3/4 mark because this bit's going to tuck behind your white piece. This piece here, again of the poppy series, is just 1/8 of an inch shorter on both sides, just so you can glue that one on. And then from the poppy dies, I have cut these few pieces. So I've used cherry cobbler for the lining, real red for the base. I've used garden green for my main leaf, and I think that was mossy meadow. It was just some scraps that I had, and a piece of black for the centre of the poppy. Okay, so these are all the actual dies that we're going to be using. Like I say, I've pre-cut mine, but these are the 5 that you'll need out of the set. The stamp sets, we're going to be using painted poppies because we're going to use a little bit of this. And then we're going to use some peaceful moments because we're going to use the saying happy birthday, which I've already mounted to try and save time. So let me just move these few bits out of the way. You'll probably hear the dies clatter to the floor in a moment because that'll be my organisation all finished. So before we stick everything, before we start assembling the card, I'm just going to put some wet glue onto the back of my cherry cobbler piece, just because these are the bits that kind of take time to stick and you don't want to be hurrying them. Okay, so I've just put a little bit of glue on each backing of it. And one thing you should always do is just work out which way your outline is going down on your card. Okay, just so when you pop it down, so you're not moving it all the time, you're not getting wet glue on everything. There we go, and just press that down and let that one dry. Okay, same with your leaf. Oops, just pop some on the back of the mossy meadow. Again, you can use whichever colours you like. You can make the leaf lighter so that you can use garden green as your outline. It's entirely up to you. There's no definitive answer on it. Okay, so then just line those two up. And again, just let them dry. And you could even pop your sunflower centre in ready. If you okay. Now I never know if I've got my sunflower up the right way, or well, not sunflower, poppy up the right way. So I've just kind of put mine up like that. I'm not sure if it's right. It could be wrong, but that's the way I'm going with it. Okay, so the bits and pieces that you can put together quite quickly. So you can pop your DSP down. I'm using sort of just roller adhesive. It's nice and quick. Obviously it's less forgivable than wet glue, but I don't think I can make, well, I don't think I can make many mistakes. However, things change all the time, you know, with me. Okay, so that's already the start of your card started. Obviously you can't stick this bit down yet because you need to stick these on. So next bit you could stick this down to your garden green. I do get a bit carried away sometimes, and then I'm like, oh, I can stick that down, and then I'm like, ah, no, couldn't stick that down because I didn't stick the piece behind it. So there we go. So the next bit you can do is your stamping. So I've got happy birthday, and then I just need the poppies. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside. It is absolutely chucking it down. This is supposed to be summertime, but we're in Cornwall. That usually means we've had our summer by now. We've had 3 weeks of beautiful sunshine. We're now into our rainy winter phase already. So I have chosen a smaller block than my actual stamp, but that's because I only want half of this stamp. So grab myself some scrap paper, just because I don't want to get it on my mat, because if I get it on my mat I'll get it on the back of my card and then I won't be in a very good mood. So just ink up half of your stamp. Okay. It's always good to just double check that you've got it all. And just depending on where you want to put it, I've put mine fairly close to the bottom. There we go. Because I like mine to pop through just underneath where your belly band is. So that's the next bit. So you can colour those in. I use my Stampin' White markers purely because I have them to hand, and I find these don't bleed through the paper as much as my blends. Obviously blends are a lot quicker, a lot easier, but sometimes you just have to take your time making things. And with these poppies it doesn't matter if you miss a little bit, because it's kind of like that abstract look. I haven't quite found a quicker way of colouring these in. So if anyone knows a quicker way, do tell me. But it didn't take that long really. So that is your colouring done. And then you need to get your happy birthday. And you can decide where you want your happy birthday. That one's going to go there, so you need to pop your happy birthday kind of up the top. Okay, so let me just grab my ink. Okay, there we go. And that is all the work done for your card. All you need to do now is just assemble it. So first things first, you need to just pop a little bit of glue or tape runner adhesive onto the, what I call the back arm piece of your garden green. And then you just line that bit up. So I've got mine just so it's got the happy birthday on show, and it's just covering some of the poppies. And then actually I'm going to turn that over because I've just remembered I stamped on the other side. Just pop your tape glue just on the end. Just line that one up. There we go. So that is your basis of your card completely done. Now you just need to pop your poppy on and your leaf. Okay, so I just grab the leaf, grab my wet glue. I probably should have done this bit earlier, just adding the leaf onto the poppy. So just pop it underneath, just like that, there we go. Okay, just give it a couple of presses, just so it tacks on. And then one thing I did learn, the first time I did it, I got a bit happy with the wet glue and decided to cover the whole back of the poppy, and then realised that the green doesn't actually cover the whole back of the poppy, and that if I wasn't careful I was going to stick it to my card. So I had to let it dry. So I wasn't in the bestest of moods when I done that, because I was like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of it? What's going on? So lesson learned, put glue on the end, and then just pop your poppy on and let it hold. There we go. Simple swing poppy card. All done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, hit subscribe or hit the like, and I'll see you at the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.